Залежи руды. Разрешение получено. Исчерпаны заряды модуля. Залежи руды исчерпаны. Залежи руды исчерпаны. Залежи руды исчерпаны. Залежи руды исчерпаны. Залежи руды исчерпаны.
Alright, folks, thanks for the faxes. We are green.
Hello, hello. Also a mic check. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay. Just want to test before I will go carry.
What is going on?
Not much.
Status red?
Need to update them. MOTD, give me a sec.
Разведывать. Включаю двигатель.
Confirm we are green, right?
Yeah. So does it seem like the BRM stuff actually took effect today?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Okay. That was my guess yesterday. I was like, oh, I bet it'll be after downtime. It'll be fine.
It was actually
Well, that's
a little
good.
bit before downtime, but not much.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Yeah, we were hoping for 1,000 because someone types an extra zero.
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Right.
I think CCP worries more about making sure their code doesn't break in the favor of the players than making sure that it works at all.
Touche.
Just checking we are green.
Yeah.
Cool.
Brilliant.
How goes ratting in your nicks, by the way?
руды исчерпаны.
It's getting better.
Spy.
There's
исчерпаны.
110% BRMs now.
Nah, man, I'm not spy. I gave him the fit he's using on his nicks.
Yeah, that's totally wait. How many DDAs are on your fit?
None.
I have none.
Well, there's your problem right there.
Включай
I would say.
разведывать.
Right.
Distance buff, the web, the scram, all that stuff. You get while those effects are active on the ship that is linking to the beacon, the rats will shoot the fighters.
Or anything else in the room.
Or anything else in
no.
the room, which includes any subcaps, you name it.
When I've had that issue, that shit has persisted past those debuffs disappearing.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. I had that happen for the first time today.
So that's
and I lost.
that's the bug.
So it's not because those effects are in place, though. That's what I'm saying, because it carries on after that. It's just an occasional bug, that's all.
Yeah, it's almost as if the effects are still on you, but they're not. But the drones do not recognize that. So they are free firing on anything and everything in the site other than your capital.
Well, this is also a known bug that goes beyond the beacons, right? You have that in, like, I had that a bunch of times in my carrier when I was still running with that, or sometimes too.
I found that a couple of times in a carrier because you'd be ratting, and every time you put your fighters out, and they target them, and you bring them in, and they just won't.
Yeah.
So I've tried a couple of times just try and get around it, warping to a normal combat site, trying a little bit there, making sure your aggro is normal before step the beacon up. But it's so rare, I don't think it's really, going to help.
But yeah, we'll see if CCP replaces my aim attack.
Good luck.
I doubt it.
Worst thing they can do is say no, right?
Right? The better thing is, I'm making some CCP employee waste his fucking time with my request.
We are green.
Savage.
Why are you doing that? That's time wasted where they could be fucking up the game some more.
Like I said.
For whoever asked, yeah, we're green.
Is there a point in salvaging this stuff?
Nope.
No.
No, it's
I've
dog
never
shit.
spawns,
I've been told
yes.
no.
The capital spawns are worth salvaging, but only the capital spawns.
I lost a couple of
Who's hot micing?
fighters in
Emnar, fix your shit.
Thank
you.
Sorry about that.
It's all good.
I lost a couple of wings of fighters, and I started doing that thing where I waited until they red box me, but it could be that thing that you're talking about with the buffs from the linking, right? So, because I'm waiting for them to red box my carrier before I put the fighters out. During that time, those buffs are probably wearing off, which is
That's about it's pretty close, but if you wait until they red box you, they'll red box you about 15 to 20 seconds before the buffs expire.
Yeah, right. I haven't.
No, that all
touched the buffs, to be
depends
honest.
on how quickly they spawn. Because I've had
This is true.
I've had like a minute or two before they even spawn.
But you have
And
to
I-
wait until the buffs are gone, and then you can launch the fighters. Works
Yeah,
every
that's-
single time.
It's good to know, because I haven't lost any since I've started doing that, but like the last guy just said, it's probably because by the time the rats spawn, they've dropped off. I hadn't really associated the two together.
Wait for what?
Okay.
The
When-
effects from the linking wear off. You get a cloak, you can't dock, a warp, and a what's it called? A buff thing to the thingies.
You get like 10% resistance and whatever. Whole bunch of shit.
I've had a really bad day. I've done 2 crabs. I've lost 6 Tech 2 Templars, and I took over an hour to finish a crab beacon.
Yeah, but you're
Well-
still ISK positive.
Yeah, but I would have had another, 200 mil from the loot from that crab beacon, and the Templars are like 15, 20 mil each.
Like, I lost a bill in Amitats today because of that stupid fucking bug. And
I don't
couldn't
take this
get
the
off
wrong way,
grid.
but that does make me feel better.
And on that same note, I
Brutal.
am officially ISK positive as of right now. But yeah, the entire day is just kind of a wash.
They are, though, going to take these away.
What? Crab beacons?
Crab, they're going to take them away. There's no way. Like, they did all that work with scarcity and all the rest of the shit to get rid of all the ISK in the game, and now they've put this, like, printing machine in. This literally what they are, printing money.
They were always going to take rockles away, my friend. You just make hay while the sun shines.
Like, honestly, I don't think they are going to take them away just because they want the supers out and about, and they want dreads out and about because, you know, they realize how starved the game is for content.
PCU, absolutely. If the player numbers doubled, they probably would think about it, but I think it's not going to happen at the moment.
And this beacon takes out so many minerals, PI, that is hilarious.
They're not going to do it
Stanley
anytime
wanted-
soon. They're going to realize that, oh shit, now there's so much ISK in the game again, we're going to have to do something about it again.
They don't care about the ISK in the game. They only care about the plex in the game. Like, you're kind of fucking up your analogy there, because the ISK is just in-game currency. The plex actually has monetary value to their books.
Yeah, and they don't have an economist, so they don't monitor that shit that closely. As he says, the plex is actual concern to them.
Getting rid of their economist was one of the stupidest things they ever did.
Honestly.
And ISK was never a problem. Materials, so stockpiles, was the biggest problem they wanted to fix. They fixed it, but in a bad way.
I wouldn't even say they fixed it. They just made the materials obsolete.
CCP needs to realize that ISK is just as important as Plex. If we can't get ISK, people can't buy Plex. And if Plex can't sell, people won't buy it from CCP.
Okay, so here's the problem, all right? CCP doesn't care about ISK. CCP only cares about the Plex, all right? But with what happened on scarcity is the same thing that happens is that trickle-down economics does not work ever in any case, in any example. And they were banking on the trickle-down economics of people selling off their surpluses to fund the actual economy. Why would they do that when they could just hold on to it and make more money? So it's just one of those things where there was no trickling down of all these massive caches, and the game suffered for 2 years and is on the verge of death again.
You could literally take everyone's ISK away in the game and Plex would still exist. It would just adjust its value to the value of the currency. That's the thing. Like, you can't tie ISK to Plex. Plex will adjust its value based on the economy. It is literally the EVE equivalent of inflation.
Like, they could give 2 fucks less about how much ISK is coming from in and out of the game. Like, ISK is the valuation of your effort in the game with an activity. But Plex is the valuation of real life dollars in the game. So the only thing they care about is Plex.
So maybe if everyone bought more Plex, they'd stop fucking up the games trying to get people to buy more Plex.
You know, and here's the really hilarious part. There are certain things that they could do to increase revenue that so many people would jump over. Like, for instance, I would pay $5 a month easily to have a shared account hanger between all of my accounts. To have, like, my own hanger that I can buy.
Yeah.
Rent offices and keep stars and Tataras with just between my accounts. That's only tied to my auth.
Just a little. I'm 500 meters too far away from the thingy to grab it, and 5 seconds left and see.
Yeah, no problem. I can kill whatever spawns because, you know, we'll get another spawn. Just mosey over there, pick it up. And that was your last one, right?
That was my last one, yeah.
Yeah, and I fucked up my CQ on mine, so c'est la vie.
Oh goddamn, 85 million tick. I love it.
Nice. What's
That's in Phoenix.
somebody have like a high watermark for a bounty tick today?
As I said, like NPC Delve, it was not uncommon to get like 220, 250s.
The thing I don't like about like crab beaconing and say Pochvin versus the Rorqual era was at least the Rorqual era produced items into the game, whereas like crab beacons, for the most part, with the exception of the mutaplasmids, are just printing ISK.
They're printing
So-
ISK and sucking items out of the game.
Just
They
creating
really are
demand.
sucking.
Yeah,
But
the mineral
they
sink,
are
absolutely.
creating demand by the
Everyone's got
lossing
enough
of-
money to buy shit.
Yeah.
And losing
Uh,
shit.
I guess the point that I'm making is with the Rorquals, it was the rising tide floats all boats. So even if you weren't involved in Rorqual mining, you benefited because everything got cheaper. Your risk went further. You could buy more ships for the same amount of money you made for running your level 4 mission in heights.
It's not true, man. If you were a miner and you weren't a Rorqual miner, your income went to shit effectively because they devalued what you did.
How you
I've been
doing,
saying it.
Sobin?
I've been saying it for years. They just need to bring back passive moon mining.
Oh god, yeah. Passive moon mining would fix so much of the stagnation. Like, there's
Like
no reason
actual-
for us to fight.
Actual conflict driver.
Yeah, that would be great.
It was the best time in Eve.
They could flip all the higher tier moons to passive.
No, I think they need to keep the active mining and the passive mining. It's just one of those things where have the yield.
Just like give you a different moon drill that yielded, half as much, but it was passive.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you still have the active fracs, because the active fracs are really good. Being able to actually mine fracs was such a
I
great
was going to
content
say,
driver.
that is creating content. We're having to go out and mine it rather than having one guy shipping shit from one system to another.
But having a passive aspect of that would be fantastic, and it's a content driver for the game.
I don't know, man. I don't think adding passive at like 60% of what you'd get from a frac or whatever would be. I don't think that would be it. I think they'd have to add something back that was like, this is a completely different thing that you mine. It has nothing. There's no choice between active and passive. It's a new resource that everybody wants and fights over.
And
Because
I
that's what
think
technetium moons were.
I think
The
that's
extra
what
resource
is
for
going to
making
be
capital.
happening with the solar harvesters. I think they're going to eventually filter solar harvesters down to us, and it's going to be for something, and that something's going to have value.
I'm still waiting for this dynamic fucking resource allocation bullshit.
Right.
Right? Still waiting for them to give us, the unfucking that they have fucked the game.
What about passive mining is the minerals that you are locked out of? Like nullsec got locked out of a lot of base minerals.
Oh, you mean like the lower
That's
tier?
like I'm
Yeah.
saying that they said that, like someone said before, it's more players in space because it's not just some person hauling from POS back to 1DQ or whatever, but that's not the case because they literally just swapped one form of mining for the other, so it's not any more players, it's just the players that were formerly mining Triton normal minerals swapped to mining moon minerals.
Yep. Dude, people forget about fucking back in the day. The siphon shit on passes. That was like a legitimate way to make some money, dude. Throw that shit on there and like a big ass alliance that's overstepped how many moons they have. They might not fucking know that they're getting siphoned for weeks.
It was just downright.
Yeah, and then those were in the game for like 18 months, and then they did the moon change, and then didn't take those out for another year.
Oh, really? I didn't know they didn't take them out. That's funny.
Yeah, thank you very much for the run. Much appreciated.
No problem. Sorry, I fucked up mine.
No, never mind.
All right, was it 10K? 10K minimum off a structure, right?
10,000, yeah.
Oh, 10,000, yeah.
Let's see, how many SP does it is required to make a reasonable
Включаю варп
pilot?
двигатель.
For what?
Hmm?
What's the use of that pilot?
Grabbing?
Yeah, ratting.
Rotten? Anista.
No, MERM. Much lower bar of entry, man. Much lower bar of
Drone.
entry.
2 million
Get-
max.
There might be a skill plan in the forums somewhere.
It's on my bio. Let me jump behind.
I mean, you can just like X up an alliance. People can look at you.
I put the skill plans on my bio so my alts can grab it. The Magic 14 is the first one, then the 108 Alpha plan.
You want to just X up an alliance, and then I'll...
There you go. The core skills for the ship to max them. And
Those
then,
are the bios?
yeah. Then the Revelation, Alafar, Phoenix, and models because we were called to train Reds like 6 months ago.
Разрешение получено.
Yeah,
Just don't do a nag.
I'm just looking for a MERM, just so that I can just...
Yeah, no, I don't. Yeah, you're just looking for like barely like as minimum viable MERM pilot. Yeah.
And it doesn't have to be that great because
Заряжены
honestly,
и
like
исчерпаны.
my other MERM pilots are practically perfect. It's just I am looking at, so my CEQs are done, so all I need to do now is just log off my super pilot safe login system, and then I can log on to my MERM. My other two characters are perfect MERM pilots, and then just go do havens, and then if I ever get a dread spawn, I can just warp the super over and blap it.
You have the MERM fit for riding?
Yeah, I have the fit. Trust me. I have like
Yeah.
12 of the bastards.
Yeah, if you can fly it and you don't need additional skills and you use T2 drones, you're good. That's all you need.
Right?
I do sanctums with it. It's easy.
Yeah, I do sanctums, havens, you name it. You can do any site with them. You just actually have to